the small details you missed in Steven Spielberg Disclosure Day. Now, before before I before I give my before I play this video, I want to give my opinion on Disclosure Day. That movie was a good 9 out of 10. Good 9 out of 10. The story leading up, the suspense leading up was top tier. I watched it like a little kid watching a new cartoon coming out on Saturday morning. I feel like it prepared so much. It answered a lot of questions when it comes to government conspiracies with UFOs and how connected to extraterrestrials we are. I feel like I feel like it relates to a lot of true actual history, even though Steven Spielberg said it was based off fiction with a sprinkle of with a sprinkle of facts. Like I said earlier, I feel like it's the other way around. It's a sprinkle of fiction with the with a whole lot of facts. One Punch Man, yo, yeah, I legit watched that movie yesterday. It's like the other thing of facts. That shit is top tier. Then there was the alien abduction scene with the kids. Now, I like it because now I'm gonna look at animals differently now. When I walk or do my little jog or just somewhere about and I see an alien, a squirrel making eye contact with me, I'm going to think it's an alien being. Cause now you you, you see, One Punch Man said I give it solid 12 out of 10. That broke the scale. Broke the scale. 12 out of 10. You know what? You're right. It's top tier. I find it funny Spielberg released it around this time. Then today they dropped the UFO files. It's like this was a message movie right here. This was then the, what was freaky. Like you see this. All right, I'm about to play this YouTube clip. But the Margaret, this lady name is Margaret, the newscast lady, and when she did that language barrier thing, basically communicating in binary. She communicating in binary. How? Then that boy Daniel understanded it. But that one was kind of chilling. She communicating binary. Then when how the whole encounter meetup, like how they knew each other from like first abduction, that was like, yo, that shit crazy right there. And that's just like this reminds me of Steven Spielberg's previous movie, Third Encounter, because the same thing happened to that dude and that girl. They didn't know each other and they end up contacting later, you know? So, but towards the end, that the alien, Evil 17, that is that's the dude that's been here from Venus. Um, what's his damn? Nah, what's his name? I just said his name. That's the what's that? What's that? Where's it at? Where's it at? No, 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 no.
Job, so he a few to meet Valiant
What
Thor,
would
and
you
I
ask
know,
him?
as you know, we've won two.
Love to meet Valiant Thor.
I would really love to meet.
Valium Thor. That's exactly. Evil is Valium and Thor, even though there's two of them. But Valium, I think, is still here. Valium been here since 1960, and he's been here. He's been here on Venus since 1960. Went back, Came back in 1961. He been here ever since. Valiant, if you watching this stream, gang, we here. We waiting for you, bro. We is here, bro. Like, no bullshit. We know you here, gang. I know you here, Valiant. I know you're Evil 17. I know you're waiting for us to go through an evolution, but you're gonna have to speed our dumbasses up. We are here. We are here, gang. You say you know one thing about this movie? They left us on a cliffhanger. You know what they did? They did what you talking about towards the end when she went back to that bro, towards the end that gave me chills. They wrote Evil 17 out the damn they wrote Evil 7 Hugo wrote Evil 17 out the truck. Well, not Hugo, but the other people. When Evil 17 went to Daniel Air and said, then Daniel went to then Margaret went back to saying, listen up. Then everybody's locked into their phones everywhere. From the churches to the black homes to people at the subways to Chinese homes to white homes. Everybody just looking like shocked, like. And that's gonna come soon. That's coming soon. That's coming soon. I'm ready for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure you ready for it too, One Punch Man Dev. If you've seen it, like we ready for this shit. I don't care. We ready for this. So, Valium, if you're watching the stream, gang, my family's from Venus. I was born September. I'm a Libra. So, like, I'm ready for the encounters. And, you know, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I can't speak for the rest of these folks right here. But if you want to prepare us and give me universal logical communication gift as well as empathetical telepathy. I'm all for it, gang. I'm all for it, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's watch this little clip though. Oh, wait. Hold on. Ah, wait. Disclosure. It's disclosure. Disclosure.
Disclosure Day is a kind of film that rewards rewatches, so don't be surprised if you miss these hidden details the first time around, including one deep-cut Spielberg Easter egg. Spoilers ahead! At one point, Daniel goes through some of the alien footage he managed to sneak away from Wardex. One of the videos shows Richard Nixon taking an actor through a tour of what looks like an alien morgue. The event factors into the plot of Disclosure Day because it's explained that after that,
that boy Richard Nixon just wanted to show off. I'm glad they didn't have Instagram and Facebook out when Richard Nixon was president, cause that nigga would have been on, hey guys, look what I did. He didn't give no fuck.
the higher
He wanted to be cool so bad, gang. That shit crazy. He wanted to be cool so bad. He really wanted to be a star.
ups stopped telling US presidents about UFO encounters, since they could always just spill the beans to anyone after they left office and became private citizens again. But like a lot of the encounters described in the film,
Also, I'm gonna keep this is my last time pausing for a little second, but yeah. Also, that thing that she's holding, that little stick thing, there's only one thing I believe what that is. A communication stick. That's I don't know what else. That's a communication stick.
Alien Morgue video is based on a famous actor at the time. But if you've dug into alien conspiracies for any length of time, you would know that it's Jackie Gleason, star of The Honeymooners, and this video is based on a real anecdote. The strange story comes from Gleason's second wife, Beverly McKittrick, so it's worth taking with a grain of salt. As the legend goes, Gleason was a big UFO enthusiast, and he often played golf with Nixon. Knowing about Gleason's interest in extraterrestrial life, Nixon reportedly took the actor to Homestead Air Force Base in Florida, where he presented the embalmed bodies of several aliens. Now, did that actually happen? The only source comes from Gleason.
Wait. He did what? He did what with Gleason?
Homestead Air Force Base, and he often played golf with Beverly McKittrick, so it's worth taking with a grain of salt. As the legend goes, Gleason was a big UFO enthusiast, and he often played golf with Nixon. Knowing about Gleason's interest in extraterrestrial life, Nixon reportedly took the actor to Homestead Air Force
See, this how you know Nixon ain't give a fuck. Nixon ain't give a fuck, bro. It's all good, Palm Punch, man. Appreciate you coming through, brother. For sure. This how you know Nixon didn't care. He cared about the interests of his actor buddy Gleason and was like, "Hey, Gleason, come over here, bud. I got some aliens I want to show you, gang." Bro, bro, I got that, bro. I got that. What about the people's interests? You don't think there was a million other people, Nixon, that had the same interests like Gleason? Come on, see, I'm glad Nixon was. There was no, dang man, Nixon wasn't for the people. He was for the superstars.
Base in Florida,
He's for his superstar buddy friends.
where he presented the embalmed bodies of several aliens. Now, did that actually happen? The only source comes from Gleason's ex-wife, so it's not even a first-hand account of it transpiring, but it is fun to think about. The Jackie Gleason alien story may be a tad obscure for the general public, but everyone should know about the story of Roswell, New Mexico. Throughout Disclosure Day, several characters reference the fact that the existence of aliens has been kept hidden for 79 years.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
It's an oddly
79.
specific number, but assuming the film takes place in 2026, that would place
Remember, the first UFO sighting was in Italy, 1930.
the alien's arrival date at 1947, the year the UFO incident at Roswell took place. If you don't know the story, in June 1947, a pilot reported seeing several crescent-shaped objects moving through the sky. Later, various bits of odd debris were discovered scattered around the vicinity. The United States government went to check it out and later confirmed that the wreckage was from a weather balloon. But come on!
A weather balloon. They always use a weather balloon. Always.
Like anyone believes that story. No, the official story per conspiracy theorists is that an alien craft crash-landed in Roswell. The government collected all the pieces and covered up the truth, and they've been reverse engineering the alien tech ever since.
For the last 79 years. Until this year. The year of awakening.
It's all in a documentary called The X-Files. It's of science fiction because the options you have in portraying them are essentially limitless. Depending on the needs of the story, an alien could be a blobby mob boss, a ruthless astronaut hunter, a space squid that just wants to chat, or your mum. But through it all, one depiction remains consistent throughout a lot of media, particularly in abduction and visitation stories, the Greys. This is a classic depiction of aliens with grey skin, thin bodies, and huge eyes. It's simple, yet iconic, and the aliens shown in Disclosure Day match it to a T. And of course, Spielberg fans know that this isn't the first time he's leaned on Greys as his intergalactic go-to. Close Encounters of
The closing encounter of the third.
the Third Kind used
Closing encounter of the third kind. I said third encounter, but yeah, this is the scene from Closing Encounter of the Third Kind. Another Spielberg film that was dumb good. I suggest everybody go watch it as well. If you've seen Disclosure Day and haven't seen this, go see this as well.
a near identical design, with their big eyes and slender limbs. It's an image that's become commonplace.
That alien look friendly. Now the first alien that comes out looks like Coraline's mother without the dark Coraline mother without the hair.
Place in many depictions of aliens in movies and TV shows.
Jack, what is that thing?
How the hell should I know?
While the case could be made that the idea of Greys came a lot earlier, it was certainly popularized by the Barney and Betty Hill abduction story from 1961, where they were reportedly taken by grey, humanoid-like entities. Everything from The X-Files to The Outer Limits to Scooby-Doo has leaned on the classic grey design. Spielberg clearly likes it, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What's that mean?
It means healing, Mr. Spielberg.
Yeah, right,
It's okay.
healing.
It's no surprise to see Steven Spielberg making visual connections between Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Disclosure Day. But there's a bigger idea in Disclosure Day that'll also feel familiar to anyone who saw an underrated series produced by Spielberg called Taken. Not the Liam Neeson movies. Taken was a 2002 science fiction miniseries that follows three families over the course of several decades. All
That's what I'm trying to find. Anybody knows where I can find that series? Take it. Let me know because I want to watch that.
Of whom have been impacted by extraterrestrial life from the moment of the Roswell crash. But don't worry, we're not talking about Roswell again. The connection is that in the miniseries, aliens take on the form of friendly-looking animals, like a smiling squirrel wearing a shirt. In that particular scene, the squirrel leads a child to a home in a hollow tree, pulled from his bedtime storybook.
When you're a kid, all you ever want is for the stories your mom reads you to be true.
But of course, it's a trap! The kid just got abducted. And if you've seen the film, you know Spielberg recycled the exact same concept for Disclosure Day. By the film's climax, Margaret and Daniel relive their childhood.
That's why Spielberg is the GOAT, man.
And we see a young Margaret lured by animals into a house that's glowing from the inside. It's a pretty deep-cut reference to the lore Spielberg has built up over the years. There's another reference going on when Margaret remembers her past. During the scene, she recalls a comforting song from her childhood, and we see young Margaret singing "Someday My Prince Will Come" from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For starters, it's a little bit surprising, considering that Disclosure Day hails from Universal Pictures and Snow White is a Disney film. But if there's any filmmaker who is able to get the exact song he wants, it's Steven Spielberg.
All of this is true.
More relevantly, "Someday My Prince Will Come" is honestly the perfect song for Margaret to sing at that moment. For starters, you've got the woodland critter connection. Snow White had animals drawing her bidding all over the place, helping her clean up the cottage and do the laundry and whatnot. Young Margaret, meanwhile, clearly loves woodland critters enough to allow them to lead her to a surreal house in the forest. But the fairy tale of Snow White could also be read as a tale of the loss of innocence, which is precisely what happens with Margaret. Snow White leaves her home and ventures forth into the woods, making the transition from childhood innocence into adulthood. Young Margaret also ventures into a forest where the aliens eventually imbue her with the gift of universal communication. She goes from an innocent girl to having the potential to unlock all knowledge. When Daniel and Jane are on the run from Wardex, Jane takes him to the monastery of St. Clair of the Dawn, where she wanted to be a nun but dropped out. Most of us
She wanted to be a nun and dropped out. That's when she didn't realize. Why I said it earlier. People were gonna start questioning controversy turns into chaos. She started calling nun and everything. She was like, "Nun, is God real? Does God love us? Why would He?" And that's when the nun told her, like, we're His greatest creation on earth. He didn't say His greatest creation in the universe on earth. But like I said, I'm not trying to debate or nothing. This is what they said in the movie.
wouldn't bat an eye at the name of the monastery, but any Catholic priest in the audience got a little foreshadowing as to how the film would end. St. Clair is, believe it or not, the patron saint of television and telecommunication. She's also the patron saint of good weather, laundry, and eye disease. But for the purposes of Disclosure Day, TV is the most important. So, how did a 12th century saint get assigned to 20th century technology? In one of the miracles attributed to her, she was too sick to go to Mass one night, but was miraculously still able to watch the service play out on her bedroom wall, the world's first divine livestream. Based on that, Pope Pius XII gave her the designation in 1957. Television, and to a larger degree communication as a whole, obviously plays heavily into the end of Disclosure Day, when they hijack a news broadcast to show their alien footage to the world. Who knows? Maybe they wouldn't have been so successful without a little guiding.
I feel like that's gonna happen one day. They're already doing this UFO, showing us UFO files each and every day. Every other day, UFO files being released. We're gonna see more stuff being released. Now it's our job whether we wanna, how we take it's on us how we take it in.
Touch from the patron saint of screens. Disclosure Day has a surprising amount of religious iconography, every facet of our lives, and the avatar of these ideas is Jane. Even though she left the life of the cloth behind, she's clearly still deeply religious, and she becomes something of a savior by the end of the film. Something you should have seen coming if you were paying attention, and maybe also went to Sunday school growing up. Early in the film, Noah Scanlon, the head of Wardex, uses alien technology to appear to Jane at the cabin. He manipulates her into telling him
his alien technology. I feel he used a communication stick to control her mind. I don't know, man. It's like, so the government uses some type of alien technology as well when they need to try to like solve their crimes per se. That helps them. And in this part of the movie, what he does, he takes over her mind, or he taps into her mind, where she only sees him. He does the same thing to Hugo as well. It's like it's only in the mind, so it's like, and that part's kind of scary as well because you kind of start to think like, yo, what kind of technology the government really has out here, and it's like, oh, you could be anywhere in the world, and it could be right there, like, hey, yo, I see you, like, say like you're wanted for like extreme M M word or whatever, and for like multiple M's, right? So like you on a warrant for multiple M's. You just be sleeping in your bed, and you wake up, you see a federal agent sitting down, and you say, "Hello, Charles. We know where you're at. Look around for me." "I don't want to look around, Charles." And you're looking around. Next thing you know, you're just giving them location. The Fed's still right there. Then when you look back at the chair, the Fed man gone, and he's like, "Bro, what the heck? You think that was in your head?" You go to the bathroom, put some water on your face, watch, and you hear boom, 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 boom. And you're wondering how. Was it all a dream? Now you gone psychotic. That shit. That shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that shit had you thinking like, oh, that shit's fucking wild.
Where Daniel's hiding, and later alters her mind so that she'll try to kill Daniel herself. But at least at first, Jane tries to resist Noah's attempts by digging a crucifix into the palm of her hand. It's a pretty blatant visual depiction of stigmata, the mysterious manifestation of wounds on the hands and feet that correspond to Jesus' wounds on the cross. Okay, so what? Well, if you recall, Daniel gives Jane the same alien artifact Noah uses to access her mind. Jane then arrives at the news station at the film's end to give the device to Margaret so that she can bring power back to the station and give her broad.
Yeah, because they try to cut the power off, and she uses to cut the power back on. Like the government, I mean, the government in this movie, they cut the power off in the news station so she couldn't reveal the truth. Then Jane gave Margaret the communication stick. I'm gonna call it a communication stick because, yeah, communication stick. And when Margaret got the communication stick, the powers are now coming from her, basically, and everything tuned back on. Then she proceeds.
In a way, Jane becomes a savior to mankind by being instrumental in getting the truth out there. Eyes are the single most important motif in all of Disclosure Day. Even before the film came out, the film's posters emphasized eyes, with one appearing inside of a flying saucer. And the heart of the film relies heavily on the eyes. They come up frequently. When Noah uses the alien technology to infiltrate Jane's mind, we see this possession take effect because Jane's normally striking blue eyes transform into Noah's brown ones. It signals to us that her brain is inhabited by someone else. At one point,
like mind control.
In the film, an image of a butterfly can be seen in Margaret's eye. And when we see an alien outside of video footage for the first time, the camera zooms in on its eye.
Yo,
A basic
that part right there was kind of like, whoa. Like, because the alien eye, I'm not gonna lie, y'all call me weird, but some people think this. The alien's eyes are beautiful. They're just big and black. But think about it, like,
footage for the first time, the camera zooms.
Look at that. That's beautiful. It's just big.
Zooms in on its eye. A basic interpretation of this is that Disclosure Day is all about perception. More specifically, it's about who controls what we're allowed to see. Wardeck spends a film
Y'all hear that, right? Who controls what we're allowed to see? Now that just opens something in my brain. I'm over here talking about that's a communication stick, but at the same time, what if they had the aliens use a communication stick as like the whole? Because we don't see the world for, how they say we don't see the world for what it actually is. Yo, that shit. This is.
Trying to hide and obfuscate the truth, while Daniel, Hugo, and the rest of their collective want the world to know about aliens. Our eyes have been shielded, but Daniel wants all of us to see clearly for the first time. Butterflies and eyes are also images commonly associated with MK Ultra, the discontinued CIA program from the 50s through the 70s that explored the potential of mind control as a weapon, or at least as a.
That's MK Ultra. Another rabbit hole we'll dive into. After we'll probably dive into that tomorrow. Let me know if y'all want me to dive into MK Ultra.
Useful intelligence gathering tool. The butterfly part of it comes from an alleged offshoot of the program called Project Monarch. Yeah, we're talking conspiracy theories here, but that's the point of the movie. It's about a shadowy government organization hunting down whistleblowers who want to expose their secret alien knowledge. So it's not a stretch to suggest Spielberg deliberately
Nah. See, they cut out a lot of parts. See, I thought they was going crazy. Now I'm gonna go crazy for it. But hey, if y'all want to look at this video, just small details you missed in Steven Spielberg Disclosure Day by the Looper YouTube channel, 5.772 million subscribers. I'll clip that later and put a video. But nah, I was trying Disclosure Day ending. Explain. Yeah. Let's see this.
Steven Spielberg is back on the alien train, but Disclosure Day hits closer to home in a lot of ways than his past movies. Here's a deeper look into what the ending really means. Spoilers ahead! Plot-wise, Disclosure Day sticks to the playbook of any given paranoia-driven thriller. Daniel Kellner and his new girlfriend Jane are on the run from war decks, a powerful shadow.
I don't want to hear his voice.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day just released. This will be my video for the ending, the big cliffhanger, and the big secret they leave with at the end of the movie. It's his fourth movie he's directed personally that deals with aliens. He's been involved in way more if you count the ones where he was just an executive producer on, but Disclosure Day has a fun way of referencing at least all of his own personally directed alien and sci-fi based movies, especially Close Encounters of the Third Kind, one of his earliest films. So we will break it all down. This is why I think we didn't spot any big Transformers references in the movie, because he's just executive producer on all those live-action Michael Bay Transformers movies. But it would have been funny if they'd have seen a VW Beetle or a giant truck driving in the background that looked a lot like Optimus Prime. Careful for spoilers for the end of the movie. We will be talking about everything and what it means. At the end of the movie, Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor's characters, Margaret Fairchild and Daniel Kellner, remembered that they were both abducted by the aliens in the movie when they were 10 years old and had since suppressed the memories. Coleman Domingo's character, Hugo Wakefield, helps guide them through the process of remembering their encounter with the aliens and helps them to...
You guys think Hugo was the alien? He might have been. Hugo might have been the alien, I'm not gonna lie. Either he was the alien or he just knew so much. But I honestly think he was a hybrid.
fully unlock the special gifts that the aliens gave to them when they were 10.
The reason why I think he was a hybrid. Second, I think he even knows a lot, but I really think he's a hybrid because of his relationship with Info 17. Deadass for real. The way he just rode Buddy up, pulled up like, and he said he been holding him, hiding him for like 6 years, 5 years. Like, come on now.
In an extended scene, we see a full flashback to the aliens taking them to one of their ships, upgrading, evolving their bodies with enhanced abilities, with the sole purpose of helping the aliens communicate with humans and helping humans understand and empathize with both the alien species and with each other, humans understanding each other more fully.
So, like I said, Steven Spielberg was given a message. This movie was a message in how we should interact with extraterrestrial beings. Do not be afraid. How you think they look at us? You know, like I said, let's go back to the races. Like, how did white people look at black people back in the day? How did Chinese people look at Indian people back in the day? How did Hispanic people look at Spain people? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all looked at somebody different because they didn't look at us once upon a time, but then we learned to accept them because we're all the same. That's kind of what we're going through right now, and that's okay. We don't have to be scared at all. Don't be scared. God said love thy neighbor, and it's okay. It's okay. Just love thy neighbor. Hey, think about it this way: the love of your life may not even be human. Yeah, they could be extraterrestrial being. Why limit yourself? Think outside the box.
Hugo reveals that he'd been working with one of the aliens he helped to rescue from the organization that he and Daniel had been working at called Wardex that had been suppressing knowledge of the alien encounters since the 1940s in the Roswell crash. The movie heavily references a lot of real-world UFO lore. Literally, while I was making this video, the government Department of War actually released a whole bunch of files on what they think are alien.
Didn't we just see this earlier on stream? If you rewind this stream back, I don't know if you're on Kick, Twitch, or YouTube right now, but if you rewind this stream back to the very beginning, we just went over the news clips about what they just dropped today. What they just dropped 2 hours, 3 hours ago. They just released new UFO files. Post date 2 days after disclosure day. It was a message. We're gonna go through an evolution soon. They already said since 1977 to now, they said the percentage of people that believe in there's other beings living in our universe has increased from like 20 something to 66 now. By September or November this year, it's going to be 100%. I said this earlier, it's going to be 100%. By next year, we'll be in our process. We'll be in our process going through the evolution next year. But by November, it will be 100% where everyone believes this, whether they want to or not. They are our family, and we must be kind and stop being mean to folks, because it's the toxins they put in this air with us, bro. It's okay to be nice, bro. You don't have to leave a troll comments. Even I have to work on that. Sometimes we want to leave a troll comment. Sometimes we want to joke around. Jokes are cool, nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we just, at just the beginning of it, we have to get back. We have to. I don't want to say we came not too sympathetic, but we can't be too. We became too desensitized. But we also came too sensitive as well. We need balance, and these beings that have been monitoring us are coming to show us balance, because we need balance. We are our own worst enemies. Why be afraid of something we don't know when stuff that we do know brings us so much harm? You get what I'm saying? That's
Encounters. So, like, it's literally unfolding in front of us in present day right now. The movie heavily plays on this whole conspiracy aspect that there have been alien encounters on Earth previously and people have been covering it up. Hugo tells them that after he rescued this alien revealed to him that their species' whole culture is based on empathy. Their race never meant humans any harm. They aren't planning on conquering Earth or anything. It's not a War of the World situation to make the other Steven Spielberg war-based alien movie comp. And they just want everyone in the universe to understand each other more fully and empathize with each other more fully, like live together in harmony in a like glorified Star Trek universe situation.
exactly, man. Exactly, man. Y'all don't know what's going on, bro. Y'all don't know what's going on, man. Y'all don't know it, man. And I be yelling out, gang, gang. Do you gang, gang? On my alien side with the gang, gang. I be with the evens, the grays, I be with the evens, the grays, the Placidians, the Venusians, the evens, the grays, the Placidians, the Venusians, the evens, the grays, the Placidians, the Venusians. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about
live long and prosper.
Live long.
The aliens'
and
goal
prosper.
is to reach
Live long and prosper.
Star Trek levels, but without all the wars that you see in the Star Trek movies and Star Trek TV shows. This movie only confirms that there's at least one other group of aliens trying to contact the humans. They don't talk about other groups of aliens, but the movie does reference there possibly being other alien races out there amongst the stars in the universe. Like, it's not just these two races trying to interact with each other. So making the Star Trek reference again, there are good aliens out there and there are bad aliens out there. Not everybody gets along, but the aliens in this
Didn't we go over that earlier too? There are good aliens out there and they're bad. But right now, the ones that are biased are the good. Thank God they ain't the bad ones, or we're fucked. It's like there's good people and there's bad humans. You see? It's yin and yang everywhere.
This movie's whole culture is based on empathy and understanding each other, so they're supposed to be the good aliens. To this end, the aliens gave Daniel the ability to understand their language using mathematics, and they enhance his brain so that he can translate their language instantly using math as a substrate, as if he were speaking a foreign language fluently on Earth. He essentially decodes their language. He sees equations.
Evil. That's Evil 17. Evil 17. Let me tell y'all who this guy is. Let me tell you who I think he is. This is
on, and then there's another lady. Pictures of this man, Valiant Thor, his vice.
You see that? That's who Evil is. Valiant Thor. Valiant Thor.
Vice Commander Dawn, and then there's, filed it away and just thought, wow, there's pictures of this man, Valiant Thor, his vice.
Valiant Thor. That's who Evil is. Reason why I believe Valiant Thor is evil.
Commander Dawn, and then
I'm sure, yeah.
it as well.
What happened to Valiant Thor? Did he leave the planet? Did he die? Where is he now?
Well, from and everything that I tell you is what Dr. Frank told me. So
right.
Watch this now, yo. Watch this.
I guess the
It's gonna explain why I think it.
spokesperson.
You're the go-between.
I'm the go-between at this point since Dr. Frank is gone. But he left on March 16th, 1960, and then returned on March 16th, 1961. And Dr. Frank said has been here ever since.
He's here now.
He's here now. And
Valiant Thor. If you watching this stream, we come in peace. I swear to God, gang. We come in peace. Well, I don't know about the rest of you folks, but I know people who are on the stream and they watching now. Valiant Thor. We come in peace.
and that he commands a giant starship that is 14 miles long and 7 miles wide, and that there is a Victor-class fleet.
Well, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So, Valiant Thor is Evil 17. Evil 17 is Valiant Thor. Valiant Thor is Evil 17. Evil 17 is Valiant Thor. Valiant Thor, I swear to God, bro. Please come out and tell these humans. We need peace, bro. We need empathy, gang. Like, bro, when the world needs you most, we need you like the Avatar right now, Valiant Thor. Please come. Please come. Please. But nah, on a serious note, if you're watching Valiant Thor, I fuck with you. Can I say fuck with you? That's human language in Ebonics for I appreciate all that you have done for humanity as well alongside. And you know the good thing? They let us know they're not God or nothing. But we have to appreciate Valiant Thor, aka Evil 7. I appreciate you. And so many others appreciate you. So could you just come out and do with the Spielberg thing so we can all just live in peace and harmony. Valiant Thor. Evil. Valiant Thor. Evil. Valiant Thor. Evil. Okay, let me stop. But yeah, man. I'm about to take it in. If y'all want to watch the rest of this video right here, this is Disclosure Day end credits and ending explained by Emergency Awesome. 4.75 million subscribers. They going crazy. I will play the rest, but I kind of, had my idea. I kind of got to the part I want to get to, but they probably got some real sauce, and yeah, man, cause I kind of did it in the last video, but yeah, appreciate everybody coming through to the Alien Hour. As always, we're gonna come back tomorrow night with it. You feel me? We try and get consistent with this. You feel me? I see my VOD been going up with the views. The more views I see my VOD, the more it's like, okay, now I gotta go to work. Now I don't, now I gotta, spread the word. This is my work right here. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? I don't get paid from it yet. But I mean, like, yeah, this my work from it. Like, it's a hobby. I enjoy doing this. But yeah, but I see my VOD's been going up. I appreciate everybody coming through, viewing me. Even if they ain't come here today, they look at the VODs later on. I appreciate that. I see my analytics going up and everything. That's cool. Y'all really fucking with the kid. I appreciate that. But yeah, let me know if y'all want me to touch on MK Ultra on the comments on the YouTube, cause I'm gonna clip that too. I don't know if y'all can leave comments, but I think if you leave comments, I'll see you in my VOD. So we do there too. Well, yeah, type shit. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for coming through for the alien hours. You feel me? Like always, it was supposed to be 1 hour, but we got the 2 hours because that's how it be when you get lost in the sauce. You get lost in the sauce. You dig what I'm saying? So we get lost in the sauce. You get lost in the sauce. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Thanks for coming to the alien hour. My Matrix family, if you're new here, hit that like, hit that subscribe button on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Deematrickz, Twitter, everywhere, Deematrickz. Follow everywhere. And if you're new here, if you've been here, what it do, cousin, family, one love. Like always, Matrix. Ra-da-da-da.